Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihara
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridhari Yashodanandana Prajanaranjana Yashodanandana Prajanaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 24. Text number Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Text 12. Prama Vacha Tara Me Apachitihi Tata Kalpita Nirvilikataha Yat Me Sanjagrihe Vakyam Pavan Manada Manayam Brahmavacha Tame Pachitistata Kapitanya Vilikataha Yame Sajagrihe Vakyam Bhavan Mandamanayan
Mario.
Brahmo Vacha
Hello, Michael.
Sayame Pachitistata
Oh, I'm put the TV on.
Kapita Nirvilikata
My today.
Yanme Sagjagrihe Vakyam Bhavan Mandamanayan
Danavir Mario.
Brahmo Vacha
Hey, Michael.
Sayame Pachitistata
I'm a keeper, right?
Kapita Nirvilikata
I'm hit the da.
Yanme Sanjagrihe Vakyam
My hand.
Bhavan Mandamanayan
Mare.
Brahmovacha
Lecture.
Tvaya me pachitisthat Kalpita nyarvalikatah Yanme sanjagrihe vakyam
London like Chanta.
Bhavan manadamanayan
Brahmovacha Toyame Pachitistata Kapita Nirvilikata Yanme Sanjagrihe Vakyam Bhavan Manadamanayan
Brahmovacha Tvaya me pachitistata Kalpita nirvyalikataha Yan me sanjagrahe vakyam
Somebody like a zebra. I don't know.
Bhavan manadamanayan
Manana.
Brahmovacha Tvaya me pachitistata Kalpita nirvyalikata Yan me sanjagrahe vakyam Bhavan manata manayan
Serums or someone online?
Okay, online devotees.
Brahmovacha
Brahmovacha
Tvaya me pachitistata
Tvaya me pachitistata
Kalpita nirvyalikitaha
Kapita nirvilikata
Yanme sanjagrihe vakyam
Yanme sanjagrihe vakyam
Bhavan manadamanayan
Bhavan manadamanaya Vishwarya, you can go forward. Okay. Brahman, Lord Brahma,
Said, Tvaya, by you, my, Apachitihi, worship. Tata, O son. Kalpita is accomplished. Nirvinikataha, without duplicity. Yet, since my Sanjagrihe have completely accepted Vakyam instructions. Bhavan, you. Manada, Okadama, one who offers honor to others. Respecting. Translation. Lord Brahma said, my dear son Kardama, since you have completely accepted my instructions without duplicity, showing them proper respect, you have worshipped me properly. Whatever instructions you took from me, you have carried out, and thereby you have honored me. Purport.
Lord Brahma, as the first living entity within the universe, is supposed to be the spiritual master of everyone, and he is also the father, the creator of all beings. Kardama Muni is one of the Prajapatis, or creators of the living entities, and he is also a son of Brahma. Brahma praises Kardama because he carried out the orders of the spiritual master in toto and without cheating. The conditioned soul in the material world has the disqualification of cheating. He has 4 disqualifications. He is sure to commit mistakes. He is sure to be illusioned. He is prone to cheat others, and his senses are imperfect. But if one carries out the order of the spiritual master by disciplic succession or the parampara system, he overcomes the 4 defects. Therefore, knowledge received from the bona fide spiritual master is not cheating. Any other knowledge which is manufactured by the conditioned soul is cheating only. Brahma knew well that Kardama Muni exactly carried out the instructions received from him, and that he actually honored his spiritual master. To honor the spiritual master means to carry out his instructions word for word.
Yeah. So, this is the way to show the proper respect to the spiritual master, is by carrying out his instructions.
Take your time.
Thank you. That is because that's the highest form of showing respect to a spiritual master. Because he has transcendental knowledge, and his desire is to disseminate that knowledge, because that's the family business of the family of Lord Krishna, or the Brahma Sampradaya. Brahma Sampradaya begins with Krishna, and then it goes to Brahma. And then Brahma teaches his sons, such as Narad Muni, and then Narad Muni teaches his disciples, such as Vyasadeva, and Vyasadeva teaches his disciples, such as Madhva Muni, Madhvacharya, and so on down, until it comes to our present day. And if the chain is unbroken, in other words, if the original teachings of Lord Krishna are kept intact, are presented as they were heard, then the line will still be fully in charge. It's like a line of wire. if it's connected to the powerhouse, and if someone screws the wires in to the proper channels, then a lot of power can be drawn. And even those cords, the wires may go for millions of miles. It has the same power. It doesn't lose any power because the message is taken without breakage. No break. But if there's one break, even if the first foot there's a break in the wire, and the wire that's now disconnected can go for millions of miles, but it won't give anything. Don't get any power from it. On the other hand, if the wire is unbroken, then you have millions of people taking the benefit of the message. And it works. Even now, you may say, well, Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago. But what about now? How do we get Krishna's instructions now? Fortunately, we have Song of God. Bhagavad Gita means Song of God. And he's presenting his song to mankind. The Bhagavad Gita and the Vedic scriptures are for living entities, especially those in the human form of life, because they're able to understand. They can understand when the teacher tells them, you are not this body. You are a spirit soul. And so they can think, I'm not this body. What does that mean? And something other than the body. What is that other thing that I am? Is it my coat? No. Is it my shoes? Is it my house? It's the soul. The soul is the person. And that soul, he resides in the body, in the material world. In the spiritual world, the soul and the body are together, they're one. But in the material world, the soul and the body are two different things. The body, as we discussed, and the clothes covering the body, they're material. They're material because they're made of matter. Matter means earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And then three subtle elements: mind, intelligence, and false ego. These are the eight material elements. And from that, you can make more. They have physical charts. How many do they have? 100 and something. Elements. But those elements are coming from those 8. Those are the primary. And now those elements in the material world are coming from Krishna. Krishna is the source of all the elements. And he's also the source of the soul. All the souls come from him. Amayang so jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Rakshastan indriyani prakriti stani karshati. These material elements, they're coming from him, and the spiritual elements are also coming from him. Spiritual elements means the souls. Like inside my body, I have a soul.
Yes.
Actually, I am a soul, but I have a soul.
Yes.
And that soul, can you see the soul? It can be seen, but not now. For us, because we don't have the eyesight. If one has poor eyesight, he can't see something that others can see. Those who are self-realized and advanced on the path, they can see the soul. And in the spiritual world, everyone has soul bodies. And everyone can see the soul. And they can speak with the souls. Here we can also do that to some degree. We have to go through the intermediary aspects to do that here. In other words, I want to speak from soul to soul. I can't see the soul. I can't even see the person I'm speaking to. I can see his body. And so I have an idea where he's located, a general idea, somewhere where the body is. So therefore I address my discussion to him. He's inside the body. This is the first major instruction that one needs to learn about spiritual life. Who we are. If we don't know who we are, like if someone asks you, who are you? And I don't know. That's a problem. You need to know. They won't let you go out. You say, I don't know who I am. I say, well, you can't go out. You can't go out if you don't know who you are. You have to know who you are. And so if you ask the policeman or some other qualified person, he should tell you, you are part and parcel of Krishna. You are spirit soul. You are eternal. You have no death. You have no birth. You cannot be destroyed by water. You cannot be burned into by fire. You cannot be poisoned by poison. You cannot be destroyed by nuclear weapons. You're eternal, and you're spirit soul. And that spirit is made up of three elements. Sat, you can repeat after me, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat means eternity, and Chit means knowledge, and Ananda means bliss. That's the elements that the souls are made of. And Krishna is completely Sat Chit Ananda. Vigraha. We were hearing in the purport that how Krishna is he's the original speaker, and all knowledge comes from him. He's the cause of all causes. Nowadays it's quite in vogue to join together with a group and follow some teacher, so-called teacher. And the teacher tells the students they're all God. And the students, they believe it. But if we think for a few minutes, or a few seconds, what's the definition of God? You have a definition? Yeah. The dictionary? Well, an official dictionary. Definition. God.
God is primarily defined as the supreme, all-powerful spirit or being who is worshipped as the creator and ruler of the universe in monotheistic religions.
And what was the last part?
Who is worshipped as the creator and ruler of the universe in monotheistic religions.
Well, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. So what we take away from that is that he's the supreme person, the creator. He's all powerful. Okay. These are good qualities. Not just for monotheists. This is a fact. Fact is a fact. It's absolute. If we really want to get knowledge, we have to find out facts, not just theories. Because if we get theories from ordinary people or people who are not on the transcendental platform, haven't learned transcendental knowledge, then they'll make mistakes. They'll say something that's mistaken, or they'll say something that shows they're an illusion. Like they'll tell you that you're the body. That's illusion. You aren't this body. The body, what happens to the body? At the end, when this body is no longer usable, let's say I have a human body, then what happens to it? Yeah, what happens to the body though? Three things. One is the body, if it's put in the ground, they bury it. You have cemeteries around here. You put the body in the ground and it breaks down and it becomes part of the earth. So it becomes earth. Or you put it in the fire, cremation is cheaper than putting in the cemetery. So if you put the body in the fire, it becomes ashes. It becomes ashes. In fact, like a little container like that, the whole body. And then the third thing that can happen is if you don't do anything with the body, you don't burn it and you don't bury it, you just leave it where it is, then some vultures will come and eat it, or some other animal, and it breaks down, and then after he passes, evacuates, then it becomes part of that evacuation. That's what happens to the body. So that means if someone tells you that you're the body and teaches you that, he's doing you a disservice because he's telling you something that's not factual. So one should not become a teacher unless he knows the subject well. If he says, I think, or maybe, perhaps, then he's not a teacher, he's just speculating. A teacher knows the facts. How does he know them? Because he's heard them from the highest authority, Lord Krishna. And it's the same message that Krishna spoke to Brahma and that Krishna spoke to Arjuna, or sang to Arjuna. We're getting that now. We have Bhagavad Gita. In this room here we have Bhagavad Gita. So one can read 700 verses, Song of God. And it's all perfect. Because it's spoken by Krishna or sung by Krishna. And if someone tries to give knowledge who's not equipped properly, not properly educated, he's subject to his senses are imperfect. He might not have heard properly. He was trying to listen, but he couldn't get it. Or he didn't understand. Or he speaks wrong. So he has imperfect senses. He can't present the knowledge perfectly. He's an illusion, subject to illusion, and makes mistakes, and he cheats sometimes. He doesn't know the answer, but he says, well, I'll give my answer anyway. I think it's like that. No, that's not good. It's like if someone asks you, do you know the directions? I need to get on this road. I need to go there quickly. And he says, if he doesn't know, he may send you the wrong way. And you get the wrong, you don't get to the proper destination. So someone can carry on.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. So You were speaking about the 4 defects, and you finished on this cheating propensity. If we don't know perfectly, but we try to tell somebody anyway. So this is the value of hearing and repeating. And actually, Prabhupada, he wrote that at the beginning, a student will try to repeat verbatim what the spiritual master said or wrote. And then at a later point, when he's realized it, then he puts it in his own words. So this is what we're trying to do. This is the purpose of this institution. I was reading yesterday with Jagannath Prabhu that Prabhupada was describing that one cannot understand God without becoming a devotee of God. If we don't have devotion towards the Lord, then He doesn't allow us to understand Him. And therefore we have the temple. When we come to the temple, then the devotion that is within the heart, it becomes awakened very naturally, because the temple is a beautiful place. There's beautiful paintings. The Lord is here. There's some wonderful singing and dancing to please the Lord. There's wonderful food offered to the Lord, shared with everyone. So the temple is like a catalyst for reawakening that devotional sentiment within all the souls. And Prabhupada said that therefore we have all these temples, or else we don't need a temple to worship God, But to become a devotee of God, many people require a temple because they don't know Him yet. And they don't have that feeling that I want to serve the Lord. So therefore we make the center and we give people a chance to come and flip the switch. And then once we have become devotees, or once people become devotees, then Prabhupada described that then we speak something about God. We explain Him and people can understand. And that's our whole business. And if we simply engage in this business of giving people an opportunity to become devotees and then speaking them about God according to what we've heard from our teachers, that this is the fastest way to become pleasing to God ourselves. Whoever shares this message with others, they become very, very dear to the Lord. And Prabhupada said, he spoke in the words of Krishna, in the voice of Krishna, he said, they become my pure devotee and they come back to Godhead. So that's what we're trying to do here. So those are some comments. For me, would anybody like to add something? So okay. So we can look a little bit more at what we wrote here. So you want to say something?
I really respect y'all. I respect Krishna, because I'm very a Christian, you know what I'm saying? But I come here because I got a lot of love for you. I respect y'all. I know I didn't do the thing, but I'm no better than nobody. I respect you, her, whoever. We like a family in a way. And I love y'all in real life. That's why I came here. Because y'all so Krishna. Got me saying Krishna. I love y'all here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So here it says that Kardama had pleased his spiritual master Brahma, and Kardama had completely accepted Brahma's instructions without duplicity. He showed them proper respect. In that way, he has worshipped his spiritual master properly. And then he elaborated again. He said, whatever instructions you took, you carried them out. Thereby you have honored me. So Kardama Muni had properly worshipped his spiritual master through the Vani Seva. And then he also continued that, and he brought honor to his spiritual master by carrying out the instructions. So this is the aspiration of all the students of the Krishna consciousness movement, is to submissively receive the instructions from Srila Prabhupada and from Srila Prabhupada's representatives without duplicity, which means that with respect, that it's a type of, the word duplicity, it's a whole study actually, and it would be very nice to go into that. Personally, I'd like to learn more about it. But the concept is that if there's a way that we're duplicitous, if we make a show of submission, right? So if we hear from the spiritual master and for some ulterior purpose other than to carry out the orders. So the purpose of hearing is to have our consciousness purified. And that is the lesson which we're taught by Narottam Das Thakur, where he says, my only desire is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from your lotus mouth. So that is the principle, that we receive transcendental knowledge, Divya Gyan, Hriday Prokashito. Our heart is illuminated with knowledge by association with the words of the spiritual master. And Prabhupada was glorified as a proper student by his spiritual master because he wanted to hear from his spiritual master. So not always do we have the opportunity we don't always have the opportunity to associate directly with the spiritual master's body and hear from his mouth direct, but we have a wonderful opportunity to hear from the spiritual master through his books, through his words recorded and written. And that is exactly what Prabhupada has told us, that everything that he wanted to say, he said in his books. And if we associate with his books, then we will associate with himself. If we want to know Prabhupada, then we can know him through his books. So we pray to Sri Sri Gaur Nitai and to Lord Nrsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj, all the Vaishnava Acharyas and Srila Prabhupada, that if they so desire, we can incessantly associate with the transcendental message of the Parampara. Thank you for considering our request. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to the Sama devotees.